welcome back. So today, what I'd like to do is talk to you about some simple exercises that you can do at home. I call these the soup can exercises. I've had a ton of patients that have had trouble with the pandemic, and they say, I can't exercise. My gym was shut down. I don't know what to do, or I don't have any special equipment because everything was sold out in the first month. So there's some simple things that you can do at home. Now, if you are lucky enough to have the luxury of some extra equipment, you can use that and you can make these exercises a little bit harder. A lot of my patients are older, so a lot of them don't need a 25-pound dumbbell, and you can do some of these simple exercises, just increasing the repetitions and the number of sets. And again, if you're not sure, the number of repetitions or how many times you do a particular exercise, and then the number of sets or how many times you do that over and over again. So if you did an exercise 10 times, that's 10 reps or 10 repetitions. If you do that just once, that's one set. If you do 10 repetitions, take a rest, do it again, that's 2 sets. So for this, what I'm going to do is just run through briefly an exercise program for you that you can do simply with your soup cans. Something that pretty much everyone has in their cabinet. Now, if you do have weights, great. Use a 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound, 10 pound weight. I'm doing it sitting down because most of my patients, if they're older, may have balance issues, so you can do these sitting in a chair. If you want to do them standing up, that's great. Stand up, engage your core, do these same exercises. If you even want to take it a step further and make it a little bit harder, if you have a large exercise ball, you can sit on the exercise ball, which helps you engage your core. So let's get started with a few very simple exercises. You can run through this once you've memorized it, write it down, or just repeat the video if you want to do a second set or third set. So I didn't have any soup cans that I could find, but I had some bean cans, so it kind of works the same. So sitting in the chair, when you do any exercise, you'll hear over and over again that the form is important. So make sure that you're sitting square, that you engage your core, try to suck in your stomach muscles. Make sure you're sitting upright and try to get your shoulders back. So we'll start with a bicep curls. This works the muscle in the front of the arm, and you can just do 10 of these. It's important to do them slowly, engage the muscles, and also what you'll find is it's important to pull up and slowly go down. So this becomes 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you continue to engage your core. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that works that muscle. We're going to work the muscle now on the back of the arm, called the tricep. So for the tricep, still grabbing your soup cans or my bean cans. Bring them up. You can try to keep your elbows at a 90-degree angle. You don't want to go deeper. And then from here, keeping your elbows not far in front of you, but your shoulders as far up as you can get them based on your shoulders. And then we'll start. 1, 2, and again, 3, slow on the down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the next one we're going to do is working on the shoulders. This is working on a muscle called the deltoid. So again, sitting up, engage your core, make sure you're nice and straight, arms up and out to the side. That's 1. Now sometimes if it's hard to bring it directly out to the side, you can bring your arms forward just a little bit. Works just a different part of your deltoid, but do what's most comfortable for your shoulder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this next one also works the shoulder, a little bit more in the front and the back, typically called salt and pepper shakers. But again, what you're going to do is, and again, as much as you can do, you may not be able to get fully back or fully in the front, but this is going to be a one where we're going to alternate back and forth. So sitting up straight again, start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this next one is a combo, so for a lot of my patients, if they want to start with just one simple one, this is something I teach a lot of them in the office, and this basically involves both your biceps and your shoulders and your triceps. So the other ones consider them a good warm-up, and this becomes the next sort of step where you're incorporating all of them into one. So we're going to come up with the bicep, and then turn your hands as your shoulders go up. That becomes 1, and then again slow on the way down, and then start back over again from the same starting position. This is 2, And I'll sit back a little bit so you can see my arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and continue to engage your core. 10. Now, these next two, quite simple, but good and important ways to work on the forearm muscles. So we use our forearms for lifting and grabbing groceries and doing different things. So it's nice to work them out as well. So what you can do is rest your arms on your legs, and I'll kind of show you from the sides. And what you're going to do is, holding the soup cans, you're going to let your wrists drop and then curl them up. So what that looks like from the front. So again, rest your arms on your legs. You have to lean forward a little bit for this, and then drop them down, lift them up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do the same thing, very similar but opposite. This works the back. These are kind of the muscles that typically get involved when someone gets tennis elbow. So if you are sore, have a problem there, you have to rest that first, but then this is a good way to strengthen those muscles and prevent those problems from developing. So it's the same thing where your forearm, again, is on, your palms are pointed down, and you're going to drop your wrist and then lift up. So from the front, so we'll go down and then up, down. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then usually what I have people finish out is just to kind of stretch the arms out. You can do this facing forward or out to the sides. What we're going to do, again, gauge your core, sit up nice and straight, arms out to the sides, and make a tight fist, as tight as you can, and then open up your fingers as much as you can. That becomes 1. Squeeze tightly, all the way out. Squeeze tightly, all the way out. Squeeze tightly, all the way out. I believe that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this just becomes a good way, again, that you can do these exercises at home. You don't need any special equipment, sitting in a chair, using a soup can, using a bean can, using weights if you have them, going through the sequence, working your biceps, working your triceps, working your shoulders, getting all of those muscles going and getting everything moving. Like any exercise program, obviously, check with your own doctor just to make sure that physically you're able to do this. If you have orthopedic issues with your shoulder, you may have some difficulties or may have to modify what you can do or how you can do it, but this is something simple that you can do at home. Once you learn it, you can do it on your own, but if you need to repeat this through a few times, and again, like all of my exercise programs, what I typically recommend is, if you like this and are going to do this, say you do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The first time, just do 1 set. Go through this once. Make sure that you're comfortable. The second week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then you may go through and do it 2 sets. The third week, you may go through and do it 3 sets. Maybe you can't do 10 repetitions, so start with 8. And then as you build up to sets, then you might say, now I can do 10 repetitions, 12 repetitions, 15 repetitions, and maybe you really enjoy it. You're getting stronger, you're building up some muscle strength, and you say, now I want to invest in some weights. Then you can start looking into buying, 2-pound weights, 4-pound weights, 5-pound weights, and kind of build up from there. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to try to put together some other exercises. For those of you that have elastic bands, these are great. I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do with this just attached to a bedpost or a doorpost with some shoulders in another video. If you do have these, it's a great way that you can wrap these underneath your feet and do a lot of these same exercises with the bands. So maybe you have these and think, can I do these exercises with the bands? Same thing, and then you can even do the shoulder presses, and then you can do the T presses. So there's lots of different variations that you can do. And even more so when we get onto the leg series, I'll show you some basic leg exercises that you can do lying on your floor. So find that video. Until next time, stay safe, keep exercising, be healthy. I'm Adam Rosen. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.